What is going on, Delmarva? It is New Year's Eve,
Yes.
and I am excited about it. And we're about to have an hour-long DSI Governor's Challenge special. And I'm Spencer Tillis.
I'm Trayvon Miles.
And I'm Edgar Walker from DMV Elite.
And this, of course, is DSI. We have a huge show going
Yes.
on today with a lot of great games of the Governor's Challenge in week with all types of action. Coming up in just a bit in today's episode, the defending 1A state champion Pocomoke Warriors had their hands full with Tallwood. We'll show you how they did.
That's right. And in girls action, who knew that it would take the humongous stage of the Governor's Challenge to bang out such a thriller? Bennett Parkside, one overtime, not enough. We got the highlights.
And we are going to bring in the new year right, counting down the top 10 plays of the calendar year. Who will take that top spot? Well, stick around to find out.
That is right. Welcome, people. Where else would you rather be on New Year's Eve, right? Comfortable in your living rooms, I hope. On the heels of the 2016 Governor's Challenge, the biggest and the best holiday tournament we've seen here on the shore. And we're here with Delmarva Sports Insider. So, of course, got an hour-long special to break it all down. And, of course, guys, you know we'll need it. First order of business, in my opinion, the best game of the tournament. Undefeated Stephen Decatur taking on defending 5A state champion Potomac. Potomac came in showing they were pretty good in this one. Nana Opoku throwing one down for the first points of the game. Statement made right there. Decatur with a pretty good big man as well. Keve Aluma, nice move inside to get two. He had 15. Time running down in the first. Panthers moving it around. Devin McDonald going to decide to let it go with the buzzer going down. Questionable if it was good. Let's see what the refs think. They're going to call it good. Potomac up 3 after one. Decatur would tie it and lead in the third. This guy got going. Byron Scriber, big rebound and put back. 12 points, 11 boards for the senior. Decatur down 2 inside of 10 seconds of regulation. Big shot here by Kevon Boyles. He also had 15. No two bigger than that. Now 5 seconds left. Boyles with the block. Gary Burdell going to get it. One last shot before regulation. Off the mark. We would head to overtime. NOT. Here is the difference. Decatur with a miss and Eli Camp with the run out and the finish. Decatur undefeated no more. They fall to Potomac 55-54 in overtime. And as I said, as a basketball fan, you had to love this matchup. Even two teams as evenly matched as any teams in the tournament, I say. I told Decatur coach B.J. Johnson after, I said, I wish you guys could have played 4 more quarters in this one. That's how good that game was to me. As far as being forced to value every single possession, which is rare for high school teams to see. In the end, Potomac made more plays than Decatur did, and that was reflected in the score by a 1-point win.
Yeah, I mean, still a good sign, though, for Decatur, obviously. I mean, they're missing their starting forward. To take a team that good to the wire, I mean, it's got to speak well for them in the 3A.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. And excuse me. Absolutely.
Choked up talking about it. Is that good?
It was.
But coming into this game, both teams were undefeated. Potomac actually picked up a loss the last day of the tournament last night. But this is a great sign for Decatur. Potomac, perennial power in Virginia, state contender every year, a bit undersized this year, but really talented guards. Decatur's guards were able to hang with them, and with Jaquan Johnson coming back later this year, definitely a good sign. A great test also. I don't know if they'll see a team this good until Xfinity, until Comcast get into College Park potentially down the road.
Yeah, the other thing that injuries do, it gives you an opportunity to kind of use your bench a little bit more, and you start seeing guys like Jaron Johnson step up. They're going to need him down the stretch. Well, Decatur made the state title last year, and so did one of our other teams, the defending 1A state champion Pocomoke Warriors. They look a little different this year. A lot of seniors on that squad last year. Well, they had their hands full in the Governor's Challenge as they squared off against Tallwood, and Pocomoke ran into a buzzsaw, pun intended, in this one. Brian Brennan knocks down the wing triple. Shortly after that, hits this one up on the rim, bounces around for a little bit, then eventually falls on in right there. Lions open the game on an 18-3 run. That's not good if you're a Pocomoke fan, but this is. That guy can cook. Tyrone Matthews to the cup. He had a team-high 20. Actually, it was a game-high. A few plays after that, they're going to find Avion Gale. Little contact, kisses it in off the window for the and one, but Tallwood would eventually put this thing out of reach. Chris Smith right here drills the 3 ball right in front of Pocomoke's bench, and he realized it. Let him know a little bit about it right there. Pocomoke struggles. They lose by 40, 71-31 the final. And a few things I noticed in this one, the players seemed, I mean, when the game was in hand, kind of having a moment right there, except Fuchs was not going to have it. Coach Fuchs
it wasn't funny. No.
They probably had a stern talking to in that locker room if I know Coach Fuchs. He is not going to be pleased about this. The problem is we had all those seniors I mentioned that graduated a year ago. A lot of them were really basketball players and scorers. This year, They kind of have a couple athletes out there, a couple gritty guys, and then like 3 basketball players that are actual scorers. And when one of them has an off night, this team's in trouble. Kwame Atkins, their second best player, 0 for 9 from the field. He did not score in that game. Yeah. You get 20 points from Tyrone. That's not bad. But your third best scorer, well, he's still sidelined right now because of transfer rules, as Tyree Thornton still hasn't had a chance to suit up for him. So you really can't afford with this team to have a couple guys out, and it's going to be tough in the 1A. But Tallwood, they looked pretty impressive.
Yeah, they're very good. I want to say this tournament pointed out some deficiencies as far as Pocomoke's roster goes. Not very deep past those 2 guys they have in the starting lineup and the guy they have missing on the bench. But Tallwood, as you said, a pretty good team in their own right.
Yeah, and I mean, big school also. So you look at this, and Pocomoke's a 1A in Maryland. Tallwood's a 6A in Virginia. Coming out of the Virginia Beach area. We may have underrated Tallwood when we seeded them and kind of put the schedule together. Experienced group led by a guy named Adrian Beasley, who can just kind of do it everything. Dynamic, big, powerful bruiser from the wing. They were impressive.
I would say so.
Yeah, they were one of the kind of stories of the tournament as a team that came in and really dominated from out of the area.
Anytime you beat Pocomoke by 40, you are doing something right, because that does not happen very often.
Immediately came in the office, lost. I've never seen Pocomoke
3 points in the first, 3 in the fourth. That doesn't happen for that team.
Exactly. All right, another interesting matchup in the showcase game. Y-High playing hometown host to some royalty, guys. They played against Sidwell Friends School in D.C., actually a school that many presidents' kids attended, currently the school of the Obama girls. So the Tribe hoping for a little intel to take down the kids.
Bet you didn't know you were going to get this kind of knowledge on DSI today, but we're here to teach the kids.
I have to give you some education on your Christmas break. Y-High looking for their first win in this year's tournament. Indians on the attack here. Matt Lowe's shot getting turned away. Kenny Burke going to be there to tip it in for 2. He had 7 points in the game. A few minutes later, John Taylor coming off the screen. He's going to knock down the triple. Y-High leading by 1 at halftime. What? Yes, that happened. Second half, Sidwell got hot. Jason Gibson gets the ball at the elbow. He's going to hit a 3 from there. Exact same play from the other elbow. Knocks down the 3. He had a game-high 19. Indians still late in this thing. Try to come up with some things to go. Not happening. Watch this pass here. Abbas Salah, nice bounce pass, about half court to Josh Bob for the score. Y-High dropping 1, 41-33 the final. First of all, I was surprised that Y-High even hung around with this team for as long as they did, given the size factor and the fact that there are a lot of seniors on that Sidwell team. Interestingly enough, so 6-foot sophomore guard, Jason Gibson, that did what he did against Y-High.
You don't hear that often.
I think Y-High shocked a few people with the way they were able to stay into this game and grind it out. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do going forward with those two guys returning.
I'm really surprised because Y-High is missing 2 of their starters that were obviously sitting sidelined as they got suspended right before the break. Another one of their role players has a hurt foot. He's sidelined as well. I mean, they are very short-handed right now on a young team with key players that are out right now. And yet, I mean, it's Waller. He's going to find somehow to make – first of all, he'll tell you his team will lose to like a third-grade team, and then they'll go out there and almost win state. So I don't know how he does it, but a pretty good team, obviously, right there in Sidwell.
And the thing to also remember with Sidwell Friends, especially if you're kind of watching and looking at basketball throughout the area, down 2 starters as well for this game, including their star lead guard, Jelani Williams, recruited by a lot of schools heading to Penn next year in the Ivy League. But, I mean, Sidwell's still a well-coached team. 2 really talented scorers that played well this tournament. And Y-High, they hung tough. Undersized. Was really impressed by Jaden Baker, the freshman point guard. Once he kind of starts getting that jumper locked in, being able to hit open shots, he's going to really be something special. And he's able to create for teammates, too, which you don't see from a freshman very often.
Not a senior on Y-High's roster. I mean, they're a team that's built to be good next year or the year after that. Wide open 2A, though. They might be able to make a run in regionals here this year, so we'll see how they do. Well, how about Kent County? They're a 1A school. They are looking to pull off a second big upset after they beat a very good team in Edmonton in the first round of the tournament. A lot of people didn't see that coming, so what's up next? You win that, you get a matchup against Friends School of Baltimore. Tough break right there, Trojans, and early on in this one, what a way to get this thing started. Quakers came out strong early on. Ball rotation finds Jaleel Williams right there, knocks down the deep triple. Second half we go, and the Trojans go on a run. Shamar Turner is about a bucket. Pulls up from about 7 feet. He finds the bottom of the net on the baseline shot right there. Not long after that, Manny Camper gets the steal, takes it the other way for the dunk. Now, 2 things will happen on this. He gets teed up, but if you get a dunk, you will make the local newscast. I can almost guarantee it. Under 10 seconds to play, Friends got a 1-1. They made both to take a 2-point lead. Got to make something happen right here if you're Kent County.
Turnover.
That's not it. The turnover cost them the game. They come up just short in this thing, 35-33 the final. Honestly, though, a great tournament and a great showing for the Trojans. They lose their starting point guard in Marquand Green, and they had a big three. A lot of people thought it was pretty much, just kind of filler players after that. You lose one of those big three as soon as he had a hurt meniscus. He's done for the year. A lot of people kind of thought your season's basically done at this point, playing with two players. Turner and Camper can give you 30 apiece every night. They did it in 2 straight games before coming into this tournament. And you get that first big win right there. You hang tough with friends. That is a great sign for this team right now.
Yeah, win against Edmonton, and then to hang tough against a Friends team is pretty good out of Baltimore as well. I'd say that says a lot for Kent County, how they played this tournament.
Absolutely. And I mean, Friends is a strong team, well-coached team, program where you have guys, 2 definite Division I talents who are now seniors, 4-year standouts. You look at Kent County being able to hang with a team like that that's well-coached, disciplined, really knows what they're doing, runs through their sets well.
Yeah.
It's a good sign. I mean, and you don't want to go too deep in on it early in the season, obviously, but I mean, you contending with a team with 2 definite Division I players in the backcourt and dynamic scores, and
they're going to have a straight shot to that regional title because Cambridge isn't getting in their way. St. Michael's this year, North Dorchester. They're going to have an opportunity to get there and see whoever comes out of the South.
One thing I want to note about Kent County has never been the beginning of the season. The end of the season is where they seem to crumble. So we'll have to keep an eye on what those guys do. But nevertheless, a great showing in the Governor's Challenge. All right, we got to pay some bills, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, more Governor's Challenge action, including some interesting matchups between some local teams at Y-High. Stick around for more.
Brandon Falk, Laurel High School. You are watching Delmarva Sports Insider.